live, we live. Okay. Okay. Definitely want to take the time out. Give everybody a warm welcome and salute. Thank you to all those that support the movement. Shout out to all those that, you know, that standing 10 toes down on pure righteousness. Shout out to those that's, shying away from all Euro-Christian ideologies. And Euro-Christian ideologies is every form of what you guys are calling today religion. Shout out to you guys for the separation. You know, this great awakening. It's not, yeah. So everybody must understand and realize that the adversary or the powers that be, let's just call it what it is, the powers that be would never give any slave any true hope that's gonna liberate them from such atrocities and captivities that's being done by them. I know you guys. I know you guys want that feel good. I know you want that feel good. I know you guys want that sit still. I know you guys want that. I know you guys want that. Yeah, man. Change is gonna come. Jesus is gonna come. God is gonna come. This is gonna happen. None of these things is going to occur until we address our situations. How are we gonna? I want you guys to really ask yourself this question. How are we going to gather ourselves when one of the royal laws is unity amongst each other and we're not even doing that? How are we going to gather ourselves? How? You see, when you remove the religion foundation of it, and you just keep it on an aspect of common sense, you're going to see that it doesn't make sense. How are we going to come together when we have not even come to the understanding of loving each other? We have yet to come into the understanding of loving self. Nobody knows what true love of self is. To love self is to love the universe. To love self, if to love self, then there should be no person in your neighborhood, homeless, poor, should ever be hungry. Your doors should be open. Your time should be offered. All of these things should be occurring, but it's not occurring. But we're listening to these religious doctrines that got us really sitting still, thinking that this is, no matter the circumstances that we are in, as long as you believe in God, forget everybody else that's around you, believe in God and everything's gonna be all right. This is the nonsense that's being fed to the people. Come on, man. What are you doing, bro? And because of that, these are the reasons why we are in these circumstances. You understand? I don't want to be the one to burst people's bubbles, man. But, people got to know for what it is, man. It's this religious lie that brothers and sisters is cleaving on to. Like I said before, and I did a phenomenal live yesterday. And we're gonna continue it tonight. You know what I'm saying? The continuation of it tonight is gonna be happening, And where I question the story of Noah. Did the story of Noah really happen? And if it did it happen the way that the Bible is telling us it happens? When you read the story of Gilgamesh, the epics of Gilgamesh, I don't know how in-depth your researches and your studies are, but when you read that, that's where the story of Noah comes from. That's the origin of it. Okay? I gave you guys homework to do yesterday. I gave you guys clear homework to do yesterday. The homework was quite simple. I need you to go show me. Ask ChatGPT. Ask any scientific, anybody that you know that's in a doctrinal genetic field, and ask them, is it possible that 4 people can create 7.5 billion people? It is genetically impossible, because And through that is incest. All of that is genetically impossible. Genetically impossible. So that means that means that the story of Noah can't be what it says. Because if everybody and everything is wiped out, how can 3 people repopulate the earth to 7.5 billion people? How? 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 See, these people are not gonna tell you this. See, everybody wants to overlook those type of questions. But you want me to follow and believe something that's written within the books when simple questions like that can't be answered. It's completely impossible. Impossible. And I'm gonna show you guys today, because a lot of you guys didn't do your homework. A lot of you guys didn't do the research. A lot of you guys, this is one of the major issues that we have as colored people. We're not doing the research. We only want to tap into things that make us feel good. We don't want to tap into things that's gonna make you say, "Wait, hold on, this ain't right." Damn. So what am I doing? What the stuff that I believe in, is it correct? Is it right? And I'm gonna tell you, no, it's not right. It's not right. The enemy will never give you any doctrine or any writings or any teachings that's going to liberate you. The only doctrine that they're ever going to give you is how to maintain a slave. Period. And if you thinking that I'm lying, look at the condition of the world. Look at the condition of the world. Look at the condition of our people. You can't tell me what I'm saying is not true. You can't say what I'm saying is Ashkenaz or I'm talking crazy. You guys know this. You guys can see it. You guys can feel it. It's all around you. Things does not add up. It does not make sense. If it's not making sense, then we have to question the things that's been given unto us. And that's the problem. We are not questioning it. We don't want to question. We just want to sit back and want to feel good, because a lot of us, as it has reached certain age, and you know what I'm saying, that good fight, a lot of people is afraid. A lot of people is afraid to be murdered. A lot of people is afraid to be taken out of their comfort zone. And I get it, and I understand that. But don't let your fear prevent you from standing on what's right. Don't let your fear prevent you from standing on the facts. Because I can't say truth, because there's no truth in this world. Everything has been a lie. Everything that has been given unto us has been a lie. It's always, it's a hidden story within a story within a story. So that means if there's no truth in the things that we are that we have access to, then the only thing that we should be seeking and should be standing on is the facts. And what I mean by facts is let me give you an understanding what facts is. Facts is, we know that we was put in slavery. This is facts. This is not a belief. This is not an insertion. This is not an assumption. We know that these people are still violating black and brown people. This is a fact. We know that there's a system in place that's literally designed to separate man and woman. This is not a belief. These are facts. These are facts. And everybody knows that these facts do exist. So if we know that these facts do exist, then we gotta question. Then we gotta question things that's being given unto us. These are the facts. Like I said, we're not standing on belief and insertions and assumptions. These beliefs and assumptions are these are the things of the past. These are the things that are old. I can't stand on that, because I see the destruction that it's doing to my people. I'm seeing how my people is letting themselves go. They're letting their culture go. They're letting that pride, the core essence of themselves go to please whatever they want to believe in. And for somebody that's been into every door, I've been into the Christianity door. I've been into the Islam. I've been into the Pan-African. I've been into the Hebrew Israelites. And all of them is the same thing. It's the same doctrine. When it's projected to black people, it's the same doctrine. It's nothing that's uplifting. There's nothing that's giving solutions. There's nothing that's giving protection. There is nothing. Everything is just a conversation. Sit back, listen to the man that has such knowledge, embrace it, take it, digest it, and live your life until the time that you are erased from this earth. Because there's people that say, "Oh, God is gonna come," and people literally live their lives thinking that this is going to happen, and yet it won't happen. It won't happen. Think about that, people. I really want you guys to think about this. How is these things is going to happen? How are we gonna leave when we're not owning nothing? How are we gonna leave when we're not even when we're not even communicating with each other in such intelligence and in a secretive way that if I say something, you can read my mind without me saying a word? How many of us got there? We're not there. We're not there. We don't have no power. We don't have no strength. And this is what you guys are not realizing. So they gave you religion. So when you know that you ain't got no strength and you ain't got no power, through the understanding of religion, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I know I ain't got no strength, but you know, God is gonna take care of me. God is gonna take care of these situations. All we gotta do is just wait, pray, praise, keep the ways, the commandments, and do this and do that. And meanwhile, while we doing all of that, the whole entire world is being swept from right under us. Africa is being taken right from under us. Hold on, let this ambulance go by. These brothers is about to bring the RF technology, the digital IDs. This is about to be unleashed to those in Kenya. And when Kenya follows suit, it's not going to be long till Nigeria follows suit. It's not going to be long till Mali follows suit. Shout out to those that's fighting that fight. But how long? Look what they're going through. Look what they going through. Look what they going through. Look. As soon as you go against, the system, there's an assassination attempt, and these things are gonna continuously happen over and over and over again. It will never change. You know what I'm saying? These things will never change. You know why? Because we don't have that strength. According to the Bible, it says our weapon is not carnal. You was absolutely right. Our weapons are the spiritual powers. We have the powers to summon demons. We got the powers to move buildings. We have those strengths. But through religion, through the Euro-Christian ideology, your culture and your upbringing is being demonized. They're telling you that you should not do this. You should not follow this. But yet follow Christianity, and Christianity is nothing but a witchcraft, Luciferian, satanic institution that's being run and governed. You see, the difference between Christianity and African culture is they have control of what you worship, what you pray, and the energy you allow to release. They have control over that. See, when you dive into your African roots and your culture, no matter what tribe you in, whether you from the Europe tribe, whether you from the tribe that's in Mali, whether you in from the southern sub-Sahara, no matter where you at, every single one of us have unique powers, and every single one of us got our own creators that we call on. All of this nonsense that these people are telling us is completely lies. It's not true. It is not true. And like I said, everything that these people's every argument that I have with people that's supposedly biblical scholars and have biblical knowledge, everything that's being told is all assumptions and beliefs. There's no facts. There's no facts. There's not a single scholar that can direct me to the body of David, to the body of Solomon. There's not a single person in Africa that can direct me to the 700 concubine wives. At least give me two. Give me 2 out of that 700. Give me 2 out of the 700 concubine wives. You're not able to see that. So if I'm unable to receive that, then I have to question what you're telling me. I don't want to hear about the story. I need to see the evidence to justify this story. Don't just give me locations. Yes, they changed the name here. They changed the name here. When did they change the name? Did these names come about after we fell, or was it prior? How do you know? Where can you trace this back? Not a single person is able to trace this back, guys. Not a single person is able to trace this back. But one thing for certain, 2 things for sure. This book that we're calling that's about us is justifying the murdering of us. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. There's no slaughter of the Chinese people. There's no slaughter of the Arab people. There's no slaughter of nothing. The only people that's getting slaughtered, genocide, land being conquered, is African people. It's black people. Black people. Black people. What? Black people, guys. Black people, guys. And I'm sorry, I can't hold on to something that justifies that. And that's the same justification that these Europeans was using when they came into your land. Did you know that when they came into your land, they said that because this land is not the land of Christ and you're not a Christian, God ordered me to take over these lands. Did you know that? Did you know that these things is in these people's writings, in their literature? Did you guys know that? Did you guys know that? Do you guys even know that we didn't know nothing about Christianity when we was slaves here in America? But they'll tell you that we was worshiping this and we was that and blah, 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 blah. They'll tell you all of that. That's not true. Even when the book of Psalms and we was singing hymns and we was going to laying in the water, laying in, these things was not true. It's not true. Our people didn't know nothing. The songs that we were singing was songs that we were singing to connect back to the creators. You know what? And you know what else did they do? They prevented us from doing our own practices. So when we started doing our chantments and stuff like that, people was hung for that. People was beaten. People was slaughtered. Individuals was sold. When they found out that you was secretly an up-and-coming priest or priestess, you was sold. Some of them was even killed. This is where you get the understanding that not a single witch or a warlock shall live. They're talking about you. They're talking about you not being able to have your powers that was given to you literally by the creators of this universe. You have to make that make sense. You have to make that make sense. They tell you no witchcraft should be, no witchcraft, no witches and warlocks can live. But Jesus was doing witchcraft activity. Jesus was doing witchcraft activity. Jesus was healing. Jesus was rising people from the dead. Jesus was removing demons, but there was not a single pushback. Whether it's coming from the Christian church, whether it's coming from the Hebrew church or the Jewish temples or anything, it was none of that. But the minute black people who does the same exact thing and literally keeping their black essence behind it is demonized and told that it was evil. But you guys don't hear that. You guys don't see that. You guys don't see that because a lot of you guys have been redoctrinated. You have been indoctrinated by the Euro-Christian ideology. And that's the reason why we're suffering. This is facts. I said this once, I'm going to say it again. There will absolutely be no single exodus that's happening to anybody. We don't have no control. We don't have no control. We don't have no ownerships of boats. We don't have no ownerships of military weaponry. We don't have no ownerships of planes. We don't have no ownership of nothing. The only thing that we have ownership of is a belief and an assumption of an ideology that was forced upon us that made its way to become an everyday black person's household culture. Called Christianity, called Judaism, called Islam, called any level of religion. This is what we standing on. This is what black people is standing on. Black people is not standing on absolutely nothing. We're not standing 10 toes down on truth because there's no truth. So that means that we're not standing on 10 toes down on truth. That means everything is just a belief, an insertion, or an assumption. And you have the conscious decision according to what they said about Adam. Right? You have free will. You got the conscious decision to accept which lie. Okay, I'm gonna accept this. I don't like what Jones is saying because Jones is not saying that feel good. He's talking heresy. He's talking heresy, whatever that nonsense is. This is what they tell you. But in the same breath, at the same token, while we're on this ideology, these people are controlling, buying up everything. I'm here in Brooklyn. My entire neighborhood has been overtaken. These Europeans want their land back. These Europeans want them spots back. You know, they left for a time. They went down south. They went upstate. They went to various locations. They said, man, I miss New York, man. I miss my old stomping grounds. Let's go back. Let our children go back. But they was not going to be able to go back until we was fully desensitized from who we was. We have been completely removed from who we was. completely removed from who we are. We don't know who we are. Everything that we're doing, everything that we talk about, everything that we stand on is literally a copy and paste of the ideologies of these people. And we get mad, and people get mad at me because I'm the one that's bringing that out. People get upset at me because I'm the one that's bringing that out, and I'm willing to sacrifice myself, my platform, everything that I build up to stand on this truth. Because stand on these facts. Because these facts is what's gonna be the leading cause for us to see, and the leading cause for us to want to be free. Is the facts. We don't want the solutions no more. We don't want the possibilities. We don't want that, okay, yeah, it sounds good. We don't want these things no more. It's ineffective. It has been ineffective. It didn't work for my grandmother. It didn't work for my grandfather. It didn't work for my great-grandmother. It didn't work for any single person. From the minute religion came into our front doors, it has never worked for us. And if it's not working then, it's not going to work now. No matter if you put a black face on it, no matter if you put a Bantu name behind it, it's still not going to work, because that foundation was compiled and put together by the very enemy that you guys are claiming that the creators is going to remove. Where's the information upon that? How do you justify this? You really thinking it's the book that they gave you? They compiled this book together. Jewish people are not black people, guys. Okay? When you read the book, it says Israel. That means their hands is all into it. The Jesuits is all into it. You think the Jesuits is going to put something out that's going to give you any level of understanding of who you are and what's about to happen? Or they're just going to give you a book that has a whole bunch of fairy tales, got a whole bunch of teachers who's going to teach you this fairy tale and tell you that this fairy tale, this is what it is. This is what it is. When you see the word Lord, replace it with Sunini. Or when you see the word Jesus, or when you see the word Yah, replace it with all of this. Replace it with these names. The stories about us, replace it with these names. You guys still sleeping. You guys are still sleeping. You gotta make it make sense. You gotta make it make sense. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. What you think the preacher was giving to what you think the preacher was giving to your grandmother in 1619? The same book. What you think the preacher was giving your grandmother in 1619? The same book. What you think your preacher is gonna give? What you think the preachers is giving to your people now? It's the same book. We're just blackfacing it because we don't have our identity. We lost our identity. We don't have a culture. We don't have a foundation. Our foundation is literally anything given unto us by the children of Satan. Facts. What is our foundation? What is our foundation? And you can't belittle me or swingle me, because I've been doing this for way too long. I got 10 plus years of this seeking self under my belt. I've been doing this way too long. Way too long. Way too long. So you can't swingle me with such well spoken with vogue deliverance. You can't swingle me with that. These things can't swingle me. It can't swingle us. It's just not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. Right? So a lot of you guys are still in the gullible stage. A lot of you guys are still what they call that Similac behind the ears. A lot of you guys are still babies. And you rather be babies than really be warriors, rather be leaders, rather be fighters and stand on pure righteousness. Now, I'm not telling you guys to stand in the front line. Not everybody was made to be in the front line. Not everybody was made to be on YouTube. Not everybody was made to be generals. Not everybody was made to be sergeants. Not everybody was made to have those positions. But what you was made to have, you was made to have the understanding of self. And self will only come to you through finding out self, about self, according to who you are. Right? Comes to me and says that the Bible is about us. Okay? Then that means somewhere down the line, there should be a group of black people that can pinpoint exactly who we are, where this thing comes from, where are the bodies of such people are, Somebody got to be able to present that. But they're not. Nobody's able to present that. So, but by default, if that's not able to be presented, then by default, I have to step away. Oh, we good. You know why? Because it's hindering our growth. Don't you see that black people are the only ones that's digressing in humanity? Don't you see that black people are the only ones that's digressing in humanity? Once upon a time, black people was the one that was filling the colleges. Once upon a time, black people was the ones that was doing the engineer jobs. Once upon a time, black people was the ones that was taking up to be a doctor, that was looking forward to being lawyers, that was looking forward to be teachers. That's not that no more. Everything that you can imagine that you would think black people used to do are not doing. Black people don't want to be doctors. Black people don't want to be lawyers. Only thing black people want to do is scam, sell drugs, do drugs, rap, and hopefully play basketball or some level of sports and make it into the NBA. This is where we at. We're digressing as a people. But what's the cause of this digression? What's the cause of it? What's the cause of black men no longer want to deal with black women? What's the cause of black women not wanting to deal with black men? What's the cause of it? You want to know what's the cause? It's the Euro-Christian ideology. That's the cause. That's the root of the problem, right? They say money is the root of all evil. That's what they want you to believe. No, Euro-Christian is what made money evil. Euro-Christians is what making people evil. Euro-Christian is what's making black people look in the mirror and say, I don't like my skin. I don't like how my hair look. I don't like how my butt look. I don't like how my waist look. Right? Because Euro-Christians said, listen, girl, as long as you believe in Jesus and your Lord and Savior, you can do whatever. You're justified from all sin. Any righteous behavior that you was told as you was growing up, you don't have to do that anymore, because under the covenant of the new covenant of Jesus, you don't got to do nothing. You could just live your life. This is facts. This is facts. Under the new covenant. When you read the Leopold letter, Leopold said what? Don't teach these children the cultures to go against their mothers and fathers. And what is we as caregivers telling our children? We're telling our children that when they go to school to listen to their teacher, whatever your teacher say to do, you must do. And we're doing that. And we're doing that. So guess what? So when your teacher says, oh, you don't have to do this. Oh, it's okay to be a girl. It's okay to be a boy. It's okay to do whatever you want. And then your child starts doing it, and then you go to your child and say, yo, what are you doing? Who told you to do this? You're going to say, your child is going to say to you, but mommy, you told me to listen to what my teacher said, and I'm just following what you told me to do. This is what's going on, guys. Come on now. Come on, people. We have to see this for what it is, guys. What's causing such division within our community? What made us forget that we was at war? What made us forget that these people have no care for us, no love for us, no true righteous interest in us? What caused that? Euro-Christian ideology. Simple as that. You want me to write a book? I'm gonna write a book. Listen, there's a lot of things I gotta do. This is the problem. This is the problem. When you take yourself out of religion, when you say just do 6 months and say I'm not gonna do religion. I'm not gonna do religion. I'm gonna not only am I not gonna do religion, but I wanna find the root behind such problems. I need to find the root. Let's start back from slavery. Let's start how slavery came upon African people. And then from slavery, then you see, okay, after slavery, what caused us to lead to where we at right now? What's the cause of it? And you're gonna see the same tactics. Religion, Euro-Christian ideology. One hand washes the other. You can't have religion without slavery. You can't have slavery without religion. Both of these things go hand in hand. So when you see these things go hand in hand, right? And you see these things go hand in hand, and then you look at the condition of our people. The mass majority of black people believe in Jesus, believe in Allah, and look at the condition we are in. Complete servitude, decile. We being dismantled every single day. Every single day. I already knew it was a problem when I seen Arabs feel comfortable talking crazy to black people, bro. I'm talking about Arab that being like 7-Eleven, bro. 7-Eleven. These people are in your face talking crazy to you. How did they get such confidence? Because they know that you've been completely broken. They know that you've been completely broken. They know that you need them more than they need you, and they know that. That's why it was easy for them to issue mandates for you guys, because they know that you completely broken. The 2020, 2021 was to literally see how far destroyed we was, how ununified we was, how unspiritual we was, and how dependent on the system and their infrastructure we was. And it was completely laid out in 2021, and all of us fell for the bait. All of us. And now ever since we fell for the bait, now you starting to see them showing their hands. You starting to see them show their hands. You starting to see them teaching foolishness to your children. You're starting to see them disrespect. You're starting to see them disrespect your women. You're starting to see the outside race disrespect your women. Go on national TV, call them out their name, call them the B word. You're starting to see them disrespect your men, calling them out their names. In complete confidence, say things like, yo, I wish hey, I'm in Florida. Whenever you come to Florida, let me know so I can Trayvon Martin your ass. This is how they talking to you now. They talking like this to you. Come on. Come on. This is how they talking to you now. You have to realize what's being done. You have to look deep. You got to look down this rabbit hole. You got to look down this rabbit hole. Don't just listen to me. Don't worry about what I'm saying. Go do your homework and go look and go figure it out yourself. Go ahead. It's cool. Go ahead. You're not going to go to hell. You're not going to go to hell because you refuse to stand on a lie. You're not going to go to jail because you refuse to stand on a lie. You're not, none of these things are going to happen to you. Go look into the African culture and go see if we even knew what hell was. You didn't know what hell was. You won't even find no understanding. You won't even find no mention of the word hell in the Old Testament. Come on, guys. Come on, man. Come on. I can't be the only one that's doing this homework for y'all. I love you. You know what I'm saying? I love my people. I support my people. But sometimes we got to say, hold on, let me go see what Junes is talking about. The question, the doubts that you had when you're reading or when people is reading to you, the doubts that you have to bring it out. You know what's preventing you from bringing it out? Because in the book, How to Turn a Negro Christian, it tells you how to conduct a church or a congregation. These are the do's and the don't do's. So that mentality has been passed on from generation to generation. This is why you see yourself not having the might or the strength or the confidence to question what you're being told. You got to question it. Question what I'm saying. If you think I'm lying, question it. Say, yo, Jules, I don't agree with it. All right, cool. You don't agree with it, then go do your homework. Don't just disagree with it because I'm going against, I'm standing on what you was taught to believe to be true in your entire life. No, don't do that. Go do your homework yourself. Go do your homework yourself. And depending on the level, depending on your mental capacity, some of you guys may find the understanding within a week. Some of you guys may find it in a month. Some of you guys may find it in a year. Some of you guys may find it for the rest of your life. But the minute you start walking and you start looking down that hole and you start walking down that path and really trying to find these facts, you're going to realize that everything that was told to you has been a lie. Everything, including the biblos. Because the Biblos is literally a book, a manual for these Europeans to murder and slaughter your ancestors, your culture, your beliefs, and what you stand on, and to give the green light to conquer your exact land that you are claiming that you want back, that you're going to get back. Come on. Come on. When are we gonna do this? I can't do this by myself. I can't fight this fight by myself. We at war. We have been at war from the minute your ancestors was kidnapped, chained, put on a ship, sent here. You've been at war. I don't know who told you that the war stopped. Oh, I know who did. Euro-Christian ideology. That's what told you the war stopped. The war ain't never stopped, man. The war ain't never stopped, fam. We still at it. We still going through it. It does not stop. It would never stop. It would never stop. And I don't know how you guys is trying to forget that or trying to minimize that. They use the Biblos to justify or minimize what was done to you in slavery. Make you take partial responsibilities for what happened to you. Oh, look, man, you wasn't keeping the commandments. This is why this is why you're suffering. Okay, so then that minimized the heinous thing that these people did, right? That's what they do. That's what they use to justify why they're doing what they're doing and to justify why they're able to continue doing what they're doing. It's little things like that. Wait, hold on. So because I didn't keep the commandments while I'm in servitude, okay, so from the time Moses gave us the book, according to the Biblos, we've been in captivity by the Persians, the Syrians, the Babylonians, the Romans, you name them. We've been under so much servitude. So much servitude. You telling me not one time did it trigger in our minds and said, damn, man, we've been enslaved for so long, man, we got to go back to listen, what Moses said was facts. We got to go back to keeping the ways. All of these captivities, and yet we still didn't understand. All these captivities. So you basically say we just that naive and stupid. We just that dumb. We just that foolish. We don't learn. We done got burned. We done got violated over and over again. We still don't learn. But yeah, they use little precept. Look, man, it's the stiff-necked nation, man. You niggas is just stiff-necked. This is why these things happen. Justifying. This is what I'm saying. We want to take responsibilities for the heinous things that happen to our people. I don't want no responsibility for that. I'm not going to associate that with me. I'm not going to claim that. I'm not going to say, because I didn't keep the commandments. Okay, so but we didn't keep the commandments to justify us being in servitude. What about everybody else? These other people are doing the damn thing. Oh, my bad. We the chosen people. But the same chosen people had to deal with Sodom and Gomorrah. The same chosen people had a flood happening to them. The same chosen people, bro. Remember, we've been chosen since Adam, bro. We're going according to the book. We've been chosen since Adam. And every chosen, and it's look like the only people that's getting spanking out here is the chosen, while all the unchosen is living lives. Not only are they living lives, they're living long life too. They're living to be 100, 120. They're driving, living life, running shows, having trips, having a great time of this life. Meanwhile, here we are, the slaves. We doing the right thing. We keeping the laws. We walking with, we're claiming, we're praying. We get on our knees. We're eating clean. We doing all of this, and yet we still at the bottom. We don't even get that. Damn, I can't even get a little leeway. Just a little leeway. Just allow us to just get at least all of us should be able to have $1 million. Just $1 million. No, none of these things. None of these things. But everybody else is prosperous. But living so-called sinister lifestyle. But they reaping all the benefits. But then they give you the book of Hebrews and say things like God chastise those he love, man. The kingdom, your kingdom of yours will be in heaven. Meanwhile, the kingdom of yours is gonna be in heaven, but the kingdom where you come from is being overran and literally being violated by people that's not even from there. To the point where these niggas done made rules. They made rules that prevent you from ever rising. They made rules, guys. It's rules and regulations. You have to make that make sense. These people made rules. They are in your land making rules. They are in your land renaming. What is a Johannesburg, bro? That doesn't sound anything African, bro. Can you imagine me going to Mexico right now and naming something Johnstontown or Kuntaville? Can you imagine me going to their land right now and naming something Kuntaville? Can you imagine that? But these people come all in your space, reprogram, rechange everything, and then gave you a book and said, yeah, just listen to the book, just follow the book. Yeah, the book. Yeah, look. Benoni is in it. And when you go and you look, and then you look into the book, oh yeah, he right. Look, Benoni, this is our book. This is about us. Oh, go to Jeremiah. Oh, the book of John says this. The book of Revelation says that. The book of all of it. When you start reading it, and you really start reading it, and really start dissecting it, you're gonna see, oh, so they really put these things together to have us sitting still. How do you make a black man? How do you make a black man invest into something that they want you to be invest in? You got to give them something that they can relate to. Don't you guys know marketing? Don't you guys know the art of war? Don't you guys know the game that's being played? Like it really bothers me because I'm really questioning dudes' positions in life. Like what? Like was you guys raised under a rock? Did you guys never dealt with police brutality? You guys never dealt with racism? You guys never had no homies been in jail? You guys never dealt with, had to been in funerals? You guys never seen a mother cry losing her son? You guys never experienced that? If you guys ain't never experienced that, then you will never understand the game. You would never be able to understand the game. You will never be able to understand the game, guys. You will never be able to understand the game. This is a game that's being played. And we are the players, and they are the coaches. They're putting the pieces together. They are the coaches, and we are the players. They created the game. They put the coaches in those positions, and they're guiding us to play the game according to how they want us to play. You're not allowed to question what's being said. You're not allowed to question what's being. And if you have a question, you bring them to a teacher or somebody that came into our institution who graduated from theologian school. Teach them, let them go to those people. Those people would then to tell them what they need to hear. And when they question it, just tell them to put a black face over it. Come on. Come on. Fire Live yesterday, guys. Fire Live. And I told you this is my last week that I'm going to be doing this as far as, exposing the lies that's being told through this Euro-Christian ideology. I'm not doing this no more. I'm more focusing on our spiritual side, because I realize that our biggest strength is tapping into self-care. We need to love ourselves. We need to know ourselves. We need to know ourselves. There's so much wisdom that's being lacked when it's pertaining to trying to understand the enemy, but we're not taking the time out to try to understand us. And we got to go back into trying to understand us. We've lost ourselves. We lost ourselves because of this Euro-Christian ideology. We lost ourselves because of this Euro-Christian philosophy. We lost ourselves because we don't know who we are, right? With the minute we started chasing the greens, we had to be everything that comes in between, and that's also being a European. We are European. Like I said long before, we are genetically modified European, GMO Europeans, following Euro-Christian ideologies, trying to put a black Christian writings and replacing names. We're removing Israel and we put in Jacob or Jacob, or we doing this, we doing it. It's the same rhetoric teachings, and we're doing the same thing, and we're getting the same results. The same results. Sit back, donate, do this, do that. But let me ask you a question. If something was to happen tomorrow, let's just say that the grid shut down tomorrow. Let's say the grid shut down tomorrow. How many of y'all gonna really be able to connect with whoever? Where's the checkpoints? Where's the pit stops? Where? You see, this is what religion do. Religion puts you in a state of don't worry about those things. Just worry about God. God is gonna come. He's gonna give you something phenomenal. It's gonna be so great. And then when He comes, you're gonna be in a great space, and the cloud is gonna come, and the chariot is gonna come, and the angels is gonna come, and all of this is gonna come. I mean, damn, all of this is what we're looking forward to. Why can't God just take out the devil altogether? Just take out the devil one time. Just take it out and cleanse us and allow us to live righteous life. Why we got to sit back and wait for something? Why can't it not just happen? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. The minute children was being attacked, change should have happened. The minute children was being served into alligators, change should have happened. The minute women was being raped, shipped, run tests and test drills, and doing pharmaceutical malpractice on our women. The minute these things occur, God should have came and said enough is enough. No, none of these things happen. But now you telling me 2024, when we live in the most evil sin, we at the all-time high in sin. Change gonna come now, guys. God is gonna come now. Jesus is gonna come and save us now, guys. The time is now, guys. It is 400 years, guys. The 400-year curse is here, has been uplifted. Who told you that you was under a curse? Who told you that you was under a curse? Show me outside of the book. Lead me to a bunch of people that can tell you, yeah, man, we was cursed. We cursed people. Show me. You're not going to find one. So that means the story of us being under a curse is ideology that was given unto us by a certain group of individuals that's telling us to stay focused on this aspect. You guys got to make that make sense, man. You guys got to make that make sense. Come on now. Hold on. You guys got to make that make sense. Foolish ideologies, false doctrines and teachings that's been given unto us, man. We had an all-time high in sin. At least back then, we had some connection of who we was as cultural people, spiritual people. We have been completely removed. Now you're telling me God is going to come and save us and redeem us and gather us and put us back to what? What are we going to come back to? We don't even know how to live our lives without internet. You telling me we're going to get gathered and do what? We can't even function without our phones. You telling us we're going to gather together and do what? You telling me we're going to gather together and do what? Who's feeding us this doctrine? Who's giving us this doctrine? Who's giving us this make-believe, this sit still, everything's going to be all right? Facts. Who's giving us this ideology? While the whole world is in complete chaos, somebody's telling us, don't worry, everything's going to be all right. Don't worry, everything's going to be all right. We've been hearing that for how many years? How many years have we been hearing that? And not nothing has changed, guys. Nothing has changed. Nothing has been corrected. Nothing has been effective. There's nothing that's effective when it comes to religion and black people. Nothing. Everything is defective, ineffective, inactive. Exactly how they want us to be. Sit down, relax. Everything's gonna be all right. Don't worry about it. Just worry about you and your family. This is what they told you. But when they took this and when they put us in cargo slave ships, it was the family. It was all of us against them. But now through religion, you ain't got to worry about all of us. Just worry about, you ain't even got to worry about them. Just worry about you and allow us, though, the stuff that we gave you, allow that to be your sword and your protection to help you take us down. Ha 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 ha. Silly rabbits. Tricks is for kids, man. I'm not nobody child, man. I'm a grown man, bro. I'm a grown man. I survived a lot in my lifehood, in my childhood. Me and my mans, we had children at young age because we didn't even think we was gonna live to be this long. We used to have these conversations. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm about to have a seed, man. Word? Yeah, son. You know what I mean? These streets crazy, bro. We alive today, gone tomorrow. You feel me? Word. Yeah, me too. We on that time. These are the conversations we was having in the hood, bro. We was having these. I'm explaining to you guys. You guys don't come from where I come from, so you guys won't understand my speech, because your speech is from the speaking point of the enemy, of a die that was given unto you by the oppressors, bro. Are you crazy? Come on, son. Real recognize real, bro. Some of you guys don't want to be real. Some of you guys like this fake lifestyle. You guys like just being weird and being catered to, and you know what I'm saying? People is telling you all the nice things and make you feel good. You like these things. That's not how we gotta live our lives, man. Yo, my guy, I'm outside. Alright, say no more. You know what I'm saying? We live in our lives in this mentality, man. We got to get up out of that. We got to remember that we at a war, bro. It's a battle, bro. There's a war against your children. Listen, your child can't even go to school unless they're medically situated, man. Your child can't even go to school unless they're medically situated, man. No, a medical procedure that literally has no clinical test to justify what's being administered to children, bro. This is documented, bro. And you guys are really sitting here living a gullible life, bro. Yes, granted, some of you, we got good jobs. We getting money. We're able to do certain things that our ancestors who were slaves were unable to do. But that still doesn't mean that we forget what happened to them. It still doesn't mean that we let go what happened to them. I can't let go. I can't forget what the God of the Bible did to African people. I can't forget that. I can't forget what the God of the Bible did to the children of Canaan. I can't forget the story of Noah said that Ham did something, but yet the curse is going to be passed on to Canaan. I can't forget that. I can't forget these things. I can't forget these things. You shouldn't forget these things. How are you forgetting that? How can you forget what was done to little children, little boys, little girls? You know your ancestors was raped. You know my skin color's like this because somebody in my bloodline was raped. Huh? When are you gonna realize that? Have you forgotten that? Are you putting that aside because of your financial status? Y'all gotta make that make sense. You telling me we just gonna lose ourselves? We're gonna lose our children? We're gonna just lose it and just sit back and wait for somebody to come and save you? From a book that you can't even justify, you can't even identify outside of the locations that they put into the book. I don't want the locations. That's easy. That's easy to manipulate. That's easy to manipulate. Flatbush right now is called Little Haiti. Right now. That was not the name of it when we was in servitude. So it's easy to do that. That's easy work. Show me the bodies. Show me where David is. Show me where Saul is. Show me where Peter is. Show me where these people are. That's what I want. We don't want locations. We need body parts. These people can trace a body part all the way back to the first so-called human being called Lucy. People in Africa can trace their lineage back 3,000 years, but we can't even trace back something that happened 2,000 years ago. 700 wives, and nobody can show me where the wives is. Where's the lineage? I'm gonna leave it as that, man. Listen, 11. I'll be on again 11 p.m. tonight, and we're gonna talk about it. It's a lot of things that I got a lot of things I gotta bring out. We want the facts. That's it. Just give us the facts, bro. We're not living our lives through beliefs anymore. We're not living our lives through beliefs. We're not living our lives through solutions. We're not living our lives through insertions, and we're not living our lives through possibilities. We're not doing that. We want the facts. Tell me what it is. Tell me what's going on. Tell me where we at. Tell me, don't give me no location. Show me the people. Let's speak to the people. And everybody, if Africa is the Holy Land, Sub-Sahara is the Holy Land, then every single black person in that land should have some level of connection to the Bible prior to Euro-Christian ideology. And I'm going to leave it as that. Remember, man, 11 p.m., we're going to come on live. This is my last week. I'm talking about such things. I'm stepping away from this. I'm focusing on our spirituality. We need to find who we are spiritual. We need to connect back to Mother Nature. We need to start loving ourselves. We need to start cleansing ourselves. We need to start eating clean. We need to start doing the righteous things. We got to start living righteous lives, not religious lives, and not religious insertions, not religious possibilities, not religious beliefs. We're not doing that anymore. It's ineffective. We are losing. We are losing. We have children. Some of you got children. Some of you got grandchildren. Some of you guys got children to be. Some of you guys are looking forward to have children in the future. What are you going to put in front of them? What are you going to put in front of them? Are you going to put the same Euro-Christian ideology that destroyed us? Or you're going to put Sunini Nanini inside of them? Are you going to put the creators inside of them? Are you going to give them the understanding where they're going to find themselves and get back into the order of what it was supposed to be? And that was to continue fighting. Ain't nobody saving us, bro. We saving each other. And with that being said, man, it's your brother, man, from the motherland. I came to you guys live. I'm about to go handle some business with my client. And then after that, hopefully I get home in time to talk to you guys. And we're going to talk this truth, man. Facts over feelings, man. Facts over emotions. Facts over opinions. Facts over everything. Facts over beliefs. Facts over assumptions. Facts over insertions. Facts over confusion. Facts over solutions. You heard? And if you're not standing on facts, bro, or you're not seeking the facts, you are the problem. And you will be removed, whether you like it or not. It's your brother, man. You understand? And I'ma holla. One.